rAVe Radio. With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Rants and rAVes video cast. I'm Steph Beckett. I'm taking over for Gary for this episode. And joining me is Christina De Bono, founder and president of Sustainability in AV, or sAVe. How's it going, Christina?
It is going monumental for sAVe.
Yeah, we were just talking about how 2023 was such a big year for you guys, and 2024 is going to be even bigger in so many ways. So first of all, for our audience, for those who might not be familiar, why don't you tell everyone what is sAVe?
Okay. Well, sAVe, which was launched at the beginning of 2022, is the first industry-wide independent nonprofit organization whose mission is to bring stakeholders together in our industry, in the AV industry, to do our part in taking concerted action around achieving the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. And, you know, we all know everything from the climate change to environmental degradation, inequality, poverty. All these challenges are diverse and they're getting worse, honestly. And our industry is part of the problem, but we also can be part of the solution. And I just wanted to bring up a staggering statistic. In 2019 alone, we generated, not our industry, but worldwide, there was over 50 million metric tons of e-waste that was generated, and the vast majority of it ends up in landfills and dumps all around the world, causing humongous environmental and health problems. And this has grown 21% in just 5 years. So one of the initiatives that sAVe launched, and it's become its own, it has a life of its own now. It's called Save a Second Life, where the tagline is give your AV equipment a second life at the end of its first life. But we're really focused, this initiative is focused on helping companies reuse, repurpose, recycle, and properly dispose of AV equipment. And we are, as far as I know, the first organization in our industry to actually now publish official guidelines to assist companies on putting these types of processes in place. We also launched in the past year what's called sAVe Certified, where we assist companies in going through an education program, a workshop, a planning session to put a plan together to align their company with the Sustainable Development Goals. And I must say, over the past year, we've been very busy. Many companies have gone through the certification program, and we now officially have a partnership with HETMA. I'm sure everyone knows about HETMA, the Higher Education Technology Managers Alliance. And we have been now offering the certification program to AV departments at universities and colleges as well. Now, if that wasn't enough, we were named the official sustainability partner to ISE 2023, where we launched a sAVe Ambassador program that's designed for leaders in our industry from different countries and regions to bring the mission initiatives of sAVe back to their countries. And now we have a whole group of sAVe ambassadors who are very active, who will be joining us for the second year as the official sustainability partner to ISE 2024. So ISE is sponsoring sAVe. We're going to have a delegation. We are actually going to have an exhibit, so come visit us if you're going there at Congress Square and so forth. So that's what's happening with sAVe, and it's been really inspiring to see how many people have gotten involved in such a meaningful way in such a short period of time.
Yes, I think that, you know, you guys, obviously, when you built your organization, so many people in our industry were immediately like, yes, we're on board. We've needed this for a long time. thank God there's finally an organization who can kind of help us, frame our thinking and frame what we're doing so that we can, meet those 2030 sustainable goals. Do you mind sharing what those were again?
Yes. Just briefly, and these are 17 indivisible and interrelated goals that were unanimously adopted and approved by all 193 member nations at the UN in 2015, including the United States. And business and industry has a big role to play in achieving these goals, and they include everything from ending poverty, reducing inequality, combating climate change, and one that's particularly relevant to our industry, which is Goal 12, which focuses on responsible manufacturing and production.
Very cool. Yeah, and so you mentioned that when you came out with the organization that a lot of people, jumped on board. You guys have a lot of really great partners, one being HETMA, of course, another one being ISE, but there have been manufacturers who have immediately, supported as well. So do you want to talk about a few of those partners too?
Yes, yes, and we're just so thrilled that they have become not just sponsors of SAVE, but really partners to SAVE, starting with Sony. And in fact, Sony, we're going to be talking about this in a minute, but they're going to be one of our big sponsors at our SAVE 2024 Global Conference. Shure is another one who's been a stalwart since day one. Legrand, and in fact, they've hosted us at their exhibits both at Infocom and ISE. Netgear is another one. And then there's several, but those are some of the partners that we have now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that they have been super vocal, because we work with a lot of those companies as well. They've been super vocal about all of the great work you guys have been doing and calling a lot of attention to it, which is important as well. So you mentioned that, you're going to have a really busy year in 2024, but, the last thing we really have to kind of talk about is the global conference. So tell me all about that and what that will entail.
Yes. So because of the enormous response, the enormous interest that we've had from stakeholders from our industry to go through the certification program or to learn more about Save a Second Life or become more educated on the Sustainable Development Goals, we are now going to be hosting the inaugural Save 2024 Global Conference on Sustainability and AV at the UCLA Luskin Center, March 14th and 15th. Joe Way is going to be our co-host for the conference, the founder and chairman of HETMA, and HETMA will be a partner. They're expecting a whole delegation of members from HETMA who will be attending as well. And this is a really significant conference. And the reason we call it a global conference is we literally will have SAVE ambassadors from around the world who will be not only attending but speaking at the conference. During the conference, we're going to actually host SAVE certification workshops so people can go through the process of, learning how to put their plans together so that they can become SAVE certified. So that's going to be part of the conference. The Luskin Center is just a world-class center. It's LEED Platinum certified, and all aspects of its operations are focused on sustainability. So it's an ideal center or conference center for us. We have some notable speakers, including the Chief Sustainability Officer for UCLA, who will be speaking at our conference. We have the DLR Group, one of the top 5 architectural firms in the world. We have the Chief Climate Officer and the Chief Information Officer who will be speaking at our conference. And then I want to note one more significant speaker. We have many speakers, but another one is the representative from the UN agency called UNIDO, and he is responsible for implementing the e-waste guidelines and programs in 13 countries in Latin America, and he is going to be speaking at our conference. So we encourage people to attend. And if you want to volunteer, please reach out to us. If you want to become a sponsor, we would love to include you.
Well, that leads me kind of to my last question. If people do want to attend the global conference, where can they go and how can they do that?
Okay, so if you go to our website, saveav.org, we have a whole web page called Save 2024. And you can actually register from our web page for the conference. If you want to volunteer, we also have a, you can just request and submit your requests, and we will follow up with you right away. We have lots of volunteer needs. And then if you want to become a sponsor, we could really use your help because we are all volunteer. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization where we're all volunteer. Your donations go to being able to host this great conference.
That's awesome. Well, once again, Christina, thank you for hopping on with me and for doing this video cast episode. It's been lovely getting to talk to you. I so appreciate all of the work that you guys have been doing. I have so much respect for everyone at sAVe.
Thank you so much, Steph.
Of course. And I can't wait for the global conference. I can't wait to be there and really honestly learn a lot from the people who are going to be, speaking and providing the sessions. So I cannot wait to go.
Yay.
I'll see you there.
Okay.
All right.
rAVe Radio with Rants and rAVes.